Welcome guys to a walkthrough of the Pelican Catch Mode 110. This is a brand new boat for 2022 and I'm excited to give you a walk around, so let's get right to it. This Pelican boat has got rigid handles, two in the center, one in the front, one in the back. Makes transporting it pretty easy. The specs are not quite out because it's such a new boat as far as how much it weighs, but I would guess maybe close to 70 pounds. So it is light enough to haul around by one person if you had to. I've done that many times. It's bordering on big though. It's a wide kayak. It's 34.5 inches wide, 10 foot 8 inches long as far as the actual specs, even though it says it's a 110. This hull on this boat is listed as a tunnel hull. There are a lot of industry names for describing the bottoms of kayaks. I've always looked at the Catch series as having flat bottoms. Now, flat bottom is going to make it extremely stable, which is really nice. Some of their boats in the past, though, had trouble with windage and tide, with it sliding this way and that. They've obviously corrected that by adding a rudder. And this rudder just goes down by itself. It's held in place with a little bungee and will pop out in case you hit something. And you can just put it back in or take it out if you go into shallow water. And this is going to make this flat bottom boat track really, really nice. What's also nice about this is that this boat has the same footprint in the back as the transom mount. The transom mount has 5 bolts where this has 3, but you can see that underneath there are the extra holes where you could easily put a trolling motor on the back of this kayak. A lot of people like to do that, and in the past it's usually been a little bit of a pain to DIY one yourself, where you had to make these heavy modifications. Now it's easy, so that's a pretty cool thing. The tank well on the back of this has a bungee, very standard stuff. The tank well is big enough for a full-size milk crate, and it's an awesome place to keep all your gear. There are 4 very big scupper holes. There's one there, one under the seat, and one here and one here. Which, moving forward, look at this deck. Look at how flat and open that is. This is going to be a great place to just stand and fish, and there's nothing in the way, just like cup holders or a mount for this and that. I mean, I like this design, and I think that's a home run because it's just going to make your day on the water really comfortable. And so is a nice seat. This elevated seat is going to keep you dry all day. They've added extra padding, and there's little pockets and such. So they've really gone all the way with the seat on this boat. And you can see that it's got a booster on it, which is why I think they call this the Ergo Boost. Yeah, there's the name of it. And the idea is that it makes it easier for you to stand up and sit down while you're out there on the water. And it'll get you a little bit higher so that you'll be able to see those fish a little bit better. Underneath there's room for a tackle box. You can also put the tackle box on the side of the seat. You see there's a space right here. If I move that strap out of the way, there's a lot of space here actually. So you've got room there, and you also have room on the other side for all the tackle that you really need to bring. And there's also space under the seat. You can put a PFD under there. If you're going to bring extra gear, it's got loads of places for that stuff. There's 2 flush mount rod holders right there in the back, easy to get to by reaching over your shoulder, and they've got one up here that faces forward. Although I didn't like that when I first saw it, I've grown to like it because when you're out and about you can just put your fishing pole down and tend to your lures if you're switching them out or something, and then the rod is right there. It's kind of neat. Even the cup holders are now raised instead of recessed, and that means any water that's there will shed off, and you won't have a pool like sitting there getting your koozie wet or anything. So yeah, they are really starting to tweak their designs and make these kayaks pretty awesome. You can see there's adjustable foot pegs there, so this can accommodate people of many different sizes. There's a mesh cover in the front. That's a lot of space up there actually, and you can tighten that down by pulling this little dealie right there. That's pretty neat. And also there's a strap here for putting your paddle under. That's if you want to put it sideways, and there's a groove right there. Or you can put your paddle on in the standard way, which is horizontal, and there's a little groove right there. That's pretty neat. That'll hold it nice and steady so that it's not bouncing around when it's on the side of your boat. What else? There's little keepers up here so that when you lay your rod down, the tip won't go off the edge. And if you're going through mangrove tunnels or something like that, it'll be nice and secure for you. Yeah, so that's the quick overview of the catch mode. Now, this is exactly the way it comes from the factory. The only thing that's extra really is the tackle box. Everything else you see here is what you get. I think the retail price on this is $7.39, which for a large fishing kayak is pretty reasonable, as Pelican has always prided themselves on being. And the plastic materials are quality, top-notch. The twin sheet thermoform design gives a big thick ridge that runs the length of the boat, makes it nice and stiff and lightweight compared to a rotomolded boat. And that's all there is to say, except that I am now going to modify it. I'm going to add a camera mount back here. There's nice big flat areas for mounting stuff on this kayak, which I absolutely love. And I also love drilling holes in boats and modifying them, so I'll be doing that in the future. So if you care about that kind of thing, hit the subscribe button and stick around, because I'm surely going to be adding some things to this boat and bringing it with me to North Carolina on my journeys, you know, on the RV and all. So yeah, like I said, stick around, it'll be fun. Oh, and by the way, in the meantime, get out there and do some fishing. And one last thing, Pelican is hinting that they may be able to give me a promo code for you guys if you want to buy something like this in the future, and you'll be able to get like a free accessory or some money off. So when I do my next video, I'll let you guys know about that. Okay, catch you later. Thanks for watching.